Hello everyone, welcome to Lila Bradley's Kitchen. I am getting ready to make some flatbread with almond flour, and I'm also going to make some quinoa flour. So, with that said, my jar here looks used and probably looks like it needs to be washed, but I clean it after I finish grinding all my grains. I just finished grinding some garbanzo flour so it sticks to everything. Now I have my, I'm using some black quinoa. I have some of the yellow kind too, but I bought 2 bags of this one, and it's organic, if that means anything, but that's the color of it. So I've been using it in my dog's food because I make my dog's food. So today I am going to try it in some bread, some flatbread. I have used the yellow in the flatbread and it came out really, really nicely. I really like it a lot. So without further ado, I'm going to get started on this one. Oops, I got the wrong thing plugged up. This one better be the right one. Yep, that's the right one. Well, this is going to get a bit noisy. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Oh, there you go. Perfect. It takes a little bit longer when I'm grinding like hard garbanzo beans and spelt berries. But this ground up, I should say, really fast. So I shall return. All right, I am back, and now I'm getting ready to add the ingredients. I'm going to turn my fire on under my grill here. Spray a little oil on it, get it ready. I really miss my overhead light here, but I don't know what's wrong with it, but I haven't gotten it fixed yet, so I'll have to just deal with what I have here. Okie dokie, I need a cup measurement. This is my own made up recipe. So the first time I made it, it came out really good. The second time I made it, not so good, because I went to the store and bought some really fine almond flour, and it didn't work as well as the one that I make myself. This one I made myself. So I am going to measure out 1 cup of this. All I did was shelled the almonds and dried them out under very slow heat. And once they got all dry, I ground them up. And it's not nearly as fine as the store-bought stuff, as you can see here. You can even hear it hitting the bowl. So that's 1 cup of that. I want 1 tablespoon of this psyllium seed husk. So that's a half. And that's a half. Actually, I already had it measured out and forgot. Oh. So, put that out of the way. Oops. And here I have a teaspoonful of pink Himalayan sea salt and a ½ teaspoon of baking soda. Blend that all together. I don't want to make a lot, because if it doesn't come out like I think it should, then I can't undo it. So, but this worked really well for me the first time I made it. Now, I need the quinoa flour. So this is my quinoa flour, and I'm going to put a ½ cup in that. All right, then I'll gradually add my water. I don't measure the water because I'm not real sure about that part, but I'll just measure it to where I think it's the right consistency. And sometimes can be really tricky, because that psyllium husk, it just swells up and absorbs all the water real quick. And one time I put too much water, and when I went to make my flatbread patties, cakes, or whatever you want to call them, they ran all over the grill. I'm just going to put about a tablespoon of extra virgin cold pressed olive oil in here. I'm just guesstimating at a tablespoon, so I'm one of them guesstimating cooks. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am back, and what I have here is a 1/4 cup. So my grill is hot, Let's see what happens. I did spray my little cup with a little oil, so it would be a little bit easier to come out. Well, at least they're not spreading all over the place like last time. Of course, I didn't have the quinoa flour at that time. I used I used almond flour, and I used a store-bought kind, and it's super, super fine. And I put too much psyllium husk in it. And I also used some coconut flour, which was very fine also. So I was really trying to use the flour that had the least amount of carbs in it. So I'm, for the first time in my life, watching my carb intake. Not really trying to lose any weight, because I've lost about 90 pounds already. And I'm satisfied with where I am now at 178 pounds. I'm not trying to be too skinny. I've been a big woman all my life, pretty much. So once you get all that skin stretched out for so many years, it doesn't go back like it would if I had been 20 years old when I was losing all this weight. So I think I'm at my point where I want to just keep it where I am now. Alrighty, I'm going to let that cook for a little bit and see how it turns out. This is my favorite little spatula. I hope it turns out good. I didn't make a lot because I wanted to make sure it turns out okay first. So, with that said, I will return. Well, it looks like my camera just popped on by itself and decided to start recording. But what I am doing now is I'm using my little spatula here to flatten it out. I put a little oil on it. And I want to spread these out more. Look, that one wants to stick. So I need to put a little bit more spray on it. Rub it in there good. I'm just going to spray the top of these. Okay, I'm going to let these cook for a while, and I shall return. Get some of this oil off my hands so I can shut it down. And as you can see, I just flipped them over. They look pretty good so far. I turned my fire down just a little bit because I think it was a bit too high. And in the meantime, I made this big pot of soup last evening, and I am bagging it up while I'm waiting on that to cook. I love to have soup ready in the freezer because I love soup. So I made this big 10-quart pot yesterday, and it's pretty cold here right now, so I left it sitting out so it could cool down, but I don't like to put anything warm in a plastic bag. These are doing well so far. Let's see what that side looks like. Needs to cook a little bit longer. So I'll be right back. All right, my patties, my flatbread, they look like hamburger patties. That's because the quinoa is so dark, but they are ready for me to take off. And while I was waiting, I got 6 quart bags of soup ready for the freezer. And I gave these a sample test. They taste really, really good, so I'm happy with the outcome. That tastes good. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit the notification button so you'll know when I have another video, which will be soon. Like and share. And have a peaceful morning, afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are. It is 5:35 a.m. here in the United States of America, Wisconsin. But have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching again. And be sure, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you will be the first to know, or one of the first to know, when I produce another video. Sending love, blessings, peace, and inspiration from Lila.